Pastor Rocky Branch. Hope you're doing great today. Getting ready for martial arts class. Got much going on tonight. Just got through watching the ball game with North Carolina and Pitt, and very exciting game, at least for the last 7 minutes. Carolina had been down, 20 plus points a few different times. They kind of rallied at the end. Now, let me just tell you that I wear a lot of North Carolina stuff. Got a blue gi top on now. But my son pulls for Duke, my daughter pulls for Carolina, my wife pulls for NC State, and I just argue with all of them. So I like Carolina, I like Duke, I like the ACC. And one of the things that kind of drives me crazy is basketball, because I have coached for about 22 years. I started with our children. They were 5 and 6 years old, and followed them all the way up through. And I was fortunate enough to coach my daughter through her high school years. What a great blessing that was for me. In fact, this basketball right here has never been out of the wrapper. They gave this to me when we went to our first Final Four championship in the state of Florida in basketball. It's never been out. It's just it's a memento of that day, and I have the medal that went with the game. And so I'm familiar with basketball. And what irritates me about basketball is something that irritates me about a lot of things, and that is a lack of practice. For example, Carolina did not hit very many free throws, and that's unacceptable for me as a basketball coach. Now, I am 54 years old, and I would say to you without any question, I can still shoot 70% from the foul line. I know my daughter can shoot 70, if not 80, and my son as well. I want to tell you that we shot foul shots till our arms almost fell off, because we wanted to be good from the free stripe when nobody could bother you. And this is something that kind of irritates me as a basketball coach. When you can't hit a foul shot, you can't win the basketball game. No matter who you're pulling for it. I mean, to me, it was Carolina today. It could be Duke tonight. I don't know. But my point being for you is that I want to take basketball, and I want to take foul shooting, and I want to bring it into you. You see, when you play basketball, you have 5-on-5. Now, it's very important to understand that the concept of basketball, you know, and most everybody understands that. You have offense, you have defense. But there's something very important about a foul shot. A foul shot's when a violation has occurred and you get to stand on a stripe 10 feet from the basket without anybody bothering you. All they can do is yell at you. All they can do is scream at you. You stand there by yourself and you have to shoot the basket. That's exactly the way personal Christianity is. You stand by yourself, nobody else. It's you. And it's your life, and you have to make the call. The basket, exactly the same thing. You're standing from the basket. You stand there. They can holler at you. They can yell at you. In fact, my daughter can testify that I used to walk around during practice at foul shooting time and talk about the players' family, grandma, try to make them mad, try to get them upset while they were shooting foul shots. And if they missed the foul shots, they had to run, so they had to concentrate. And I tried to rattle them, and sometimes it worked. A lot of times it did. But on the other hand, the people that practiced and kept their focus, it didn't work at all. I want to tell you that Christianity is exactly like that. You need to focus. You need to stay focused. No matter what the world's going on around you, no matter how many people are hollering and screaming and carrying on, you are on the foul line of life, and you are by yourself, and it is your call. I want you to know that. And I want you to understand that the way that you make foul shots is you practice them. That's it. You practice. You practice, you practice, you practice. The way that you live your successful Christian life is you practice it. You do it every day, every single day. And when you get in that position, when it's just you and the world in front of you, you will make the right call because you have been practicing when you're around other people. You see, the private moments of our lives, sometimes we get way away from where we ought to be because nobody's around us. But when we get in that very, very convicting point of standing before God, we take it more seriously. Well, that's going to happen. So I want to encourage you today that when you're on the foul line of life and nobody else is around you, no matter what's happened in your life, be true. God will bless you for it. And He will reward you with more than a basket. He'll reward you with a crown. God bless you. We love you. And goodbye.